Online. So it's really almost we got the ICT and falling private youth development program under the family-funded project for raising votes, awareness, and promoting digitalization in the electoral process in the Boston world. To formally start this afternoon's program, we'd like to invite you to the podium, of course, Chairperson Attorney George Sherwin, members here, the Commission on Elections for the welcome remarks. Let's play them around to us.
Sa inyo lahat, good afternoon, Mr. Ambassador, Dr. Selva, the representative, other representatives from the Embassy of Japan in the Philippines, and of course, UNDP in the Philippines. Good afternoon to the members of the NBank, Commissioner Ernesto Ferdinand Maceda Jr., Commissioner Nelson J. Celis, Commissioner Norina Tangaro Asingal, Commissioner Noli Pipo, the members of the senior staff of the Commission, the members of the media, good afternoon. This is indeed a very great day on the part of the Commission. The uh, Japanese government, because of its graciousness, because of its generosity, will be helping the Commission election, especially in the advancement of our equipments, technology that we can use for purposes of easy monitoring and coordination with our field personnel, especially in the conduct of the election. Just earlier, yours truly had briefed the good ambassador with what we are doing when it comes to preparation for our election this coming May. They are so very interested. In fact, the Japanese embassy, the Japanese government will be sending an observer mission to the Philippines, and we welcome that definitely because we would like other Asian countries, more particularly the closest of friends of the Philippine Commission election, to monitor and observe the critical areas in our country where we are going to conduct the election and to implement certain innovations this coming election. The good ambassador likewise earlier expressed very keen interest on how the COMELEC will be implementing the internet voting system in our country. He said to the ambassador that this is the first time that our commission election will be venturing on internet voting in order of information to our people when it comes to election and the conduct of election in our country. UNDP had been also a part of the commission election when it comes to the gathering of data that will help in the shaping of policies for the commission and bank. So thank you very, very much, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you very much, Dr. Selva. We owe a lot to your government. Kindly please express likewise the strongest appreciation of the commission election to your government and to your organization. And to everyone, we are 54 days before the next election. It's too tiring, but at the same time, it's a challenging days ahead for the commission election. We would like to inform everyone that we are, when it comes to our preparation, our timelines are being followed, and we have completed the printing of the official ballots, the 68,542,564 ballots. We are now in the process of the verification and the deployment of the different election paraphernalia. It's a go for the May 12. And it's also a go for the October 13 Bangsamoro parliamentary election. It's also a go for the December barangay and SK election. Challenging times indeed, a challenging year, but your COMELEC is ready for all of these challenges. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Chairperson Garcia. At this point, we would like to invite to the podium the United Nations Development Program Resident Representative Dr. Salva Ramachandran for his message of support. Let's all give him a round of applause.
Good afternoon. It's always nice to come to COMELEC premises. I think I'm becoming a frequent visitor to your premises, Chairman Garcia. Good afternoon, Chairperson George Erwin Garcia, all the commissioners that you already introduced, UN Bank members and colleagues from COMELEC, Excellency Japanese Ambassador Endo Kazuya, and our colleagues from the Embassy of Japan, and my own colleagues from UNDP. I would say also partners for peace and development and the media colleagues. Today's turnover ceremony marks another step forward in our efforts to strengthen electoral process in Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. This event is more than just the handover of ICT equipment. It is part of our commitment to ensuring that every voter, no matter where they are, has access to a credible, transparent, and inclusive election. Let us recognize the government and the people of Japan for its unwavering support and commitment to this initiative. And I always do this in my previous meetings as well. I would like every one of us to give them a big thank you. We at UNDP are grateful for the partnership that has enabled us to accompany the Bangsamoro region in its journey to sustainable development. I also would like to commend the COMELEC for its dedication to ensuring that every vote counts, especially in geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. GIDAS. The 2025 BAM parliamentary election will be historic. It will be no doubt shape the future governance of the region. However, several impediments remain. One, many voters are still unfamiliar with how the new parliamentary system works and its implications. Two, there is still limited connectivity in remote areas, which hinders access to critical election related information. With the support of the Japanese government, the equipment we are turning over today will help to address these impediments by first providing reliable internet access to COMELEC field offices, enabling voter education in even the most remote areas. Second, securing election data transmission to aid transparency and accuracy. And third, advancing the digitalization of key electoral process, including the creation of BAM dashboards and the digitalization of the statement of contribution and expenditure to support a more efficient and accountable system. Digital tools are no longer a luxury, but a fundamental necessity for credible elections. This project helps strengthen COMELEC's digital infrastructure to ensure that voters have access to timely and accurate information while securing the efficient transmission of election results. This initiative reflects COMELEC's commitments to innovation and transparency, reinforcing public trust in the electoral process. Beyond technology, voter education remains at the center of this project. Many voters in BAM are still learning about the parliamentary system and the role of their elected leaders, among others. This is why UNDP is closely working with COMELEC to ensure clear, accessible, and culturally relevant voter education materials, both online and offline, are made available, especially for women, youth, and indigenous peoples. Together with the government of Japan and COMELEC, UNDP is committed to supporting a democratic, fair, peaceful electoral process in BAM. And once again, thank you to Chairperson Garcia also for give us a much bigger picture during our earlier meeting as well. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Dr. Ramachandran. And as mentioned, the government of Japan has committed a grant of 234 million Japanese yen for this initiative. To give a keynote message, we would like to invite to the podium Honorable Ambassador Endo Kazuya of the Embassy of Japan to the Philippines. Let's all give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. It's always great to be back to COMELEC. Attorney George Owen Gatia, Chairman of the Commission on Elections, Dr. Selva Ramachandran, Resident Representative, United Nations Development Program, members and officials of the COMELEC, distinguished stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, and friends from the media. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. I'm deeply honored to join all of you today for the handover ceremony under the project for raising voters' awareness and promoting digitalization of electoral process in Bangsamoro. As the BAM readies for its first local elections in October this year, I strongly believe this endeavor is set to support its citizens as their choices shape their very future. In any given democracy, elections are its renewing lifeblood, constantly ensuring its systems embody the voice of the people. As like-minded democratic countries, free elections and inclusive civil participation are the common concepts that the Philippines and Japan share and value. With much at stake in this exercise, our ongoing efforts for regional stability remain ever relevant. In helping the Bangsamoro region to get ready for this critical milestone, voters' education and digital technology will be the key tools in achieving the outcomes we seek. Together with our partners, the activities to roll out voters' education to every corner of the region will contribute to furthering citizens' awareness on the importance of their votes and active involvement. As widened participation heralds more inclusive elections, ballots are cast more confidently by informed voters and their communities. Through the provision of satellite communication units, servers, and SD1 solutions today, we hope to introduce the benefits of digitalization in this democratic exercise. With equipment for more ideal data processing and transmission, stakeholders will be able to better harness vital information for analysis and decision making. Through such multifold support, we hope to welcome more harmonious elections in the Bangsamoro region underpinned by heightened transparency and confidence. Beyond streamlining processes, our efforts in this endeavor go toward inspiring more trust and stake in mechanisms for democratic change. I take this time to express my sincere gratitude to our invaluable partners and their efforts. I laud Chairman Garcia and the COMELEC for their vigilance and tireless devotion to improving the country's electoral systems. Thank you. Likewise, I appreciate the UNDP's resolve and involvement in this project, which has been and will be a driving source for advancing the project activities effectively. With our concerted efforts, it is my hope the successful conduct of these elections will affirm our undertakings for peace in the region thus far. May each ballot cast in these elections form the firm foundation of a stable and prosperous Bangsamoro region. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Kazuya. And as he has mentioned, through the support of the government and the people of Japan, this initiative aims to support electoral inclusion and digitalization for the upcoming first regular elections for the Bangsamoro Parliament in the BARM. At this point, we will be hearing more about the project for raising voters' awareness and promoting digitalization for electoral process in the Bangsamoro. We would like to invite to the podium UNDP Project Manager for the Japan COMELEC project, Mr. Gary Briones. Let us all give him a round of applause, please.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, esteemed guests, colleagues, and partners. In a few minutes, I will provide an overview of the project, the objectives, and how the ICT solutions being handed over today will contribute to more efficient and credible electoral processes in the Bangsamoro region. As highlighted in the earlier speeches, this project is a collaboration between the government of Japan, the United Nations Development Program, and the Commission on Elections to support the first parliamentary elections in BARM in October 2025. The goal is to enhance transparency, voter awareness, and digitalization. Limited voter awareness about the parliamentary system and its implications, which presents a major challenge. Connectivity issues in remote areas, hindering the efficient flow of election related information. The need for secure and transparent transmission of election results is crucial for credibility. Addressing this is critical for a successful and credible election. The project has two key components: voter awareness campaigns and ICT-based election process improvements, including capacity building for COMELEC. Implementing voter education campaigns will help inform and engage citizens. Enhancing digitalization of the electoral process, on the other hand, particularly the electronic submission of the Statement of Contributions and Expenditures, or ESOSE, will streamline compliance and improve transparency in campaign finance reporting. The creation of BARM election dashboards will consolidate key election data, voter turnout statistics, and election monitoring insights in real time. This will enable stakeholders, particularly COMELEC, as well as policymakers and civil society organizations, to track and analyze electoral trends, ensuring greater transparency and data-driven decision making. By equipping election officials with the necessary digital tools and training, they will be able to efficiently manage the electoral process. The following are the ICT equipment being donated: satellite telecommunication devices to address connectivity issues in remote areas, solar generator sets to ensure uninterrupted operations, especially in off-grid areas, and a secure server and SD-WAN solutions to support the filing of campaign finance documents digitally. With these ICT enhancements, the project will increase voter participation through awareness initiatives, improve transparency and credibility in the electoral process, and improve as well election administration through digital tools and institutional support. Following the turnover, the next steps include the conduct of voter education activities through various platforms, including offline and online platforms, radios, in coordination with COMELEC and its partners, including the academe, with a focus of reaching last mile areas from geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas, or GIDAs, to ensure inclusive and informed electoral participation. The deployment of the ICT equipment is also part of the next steps care of COMELEC, including the training COMELEC personnel and assessing the project's impact towards the end of the project. The project demonstrates the commitment of Japan, UNDP, and COMELEC to democratic progress in BARM. The ICT turnover is just one step towards a more inclusive and transparent electoral system. This is more than just a project. It is working towards a future where elections are more inclusive, accessible, and credible. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Mr. Gary. And now, to formally sign the deed of transfer and donation, we would like to invite to our table right here in front our principals, of course, Chairperson Garcia, to be joined by Dr. Selva Ramachandran for the signing of the document. We are also inviting Ambassador Kazuya to stand next to our two principals to witness the signing of this deed of transfer. So as part of this handover, COMELEC is receiving 20 low Earth orbit satellite units and solar generators to ensure secure internet connectivity in geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. Additionally, a server and 40 software-defined wide area network, or SD-WAN solutions, were procured to support the digitalization of key COMELEC processes, including the online filing of candidate statement of campaign expenditures. All right, now we would like to invite our principals to please show the documents for our photo opportunity. Now we would like to invite our principals to please stand and join the ambassador for another photo opportunity. And with that, vital ICT equipment has been turned over to the Commission on Elections. Let us all give each other a round of applause. Okay. We would like to invite our principals, Chairperson Garcia, Dr. Ramachandran, and the ambassador to please take photos with our equipment as well. We would also like to invite the members of the commissions and bank to join our principals for this photo.
patungo at sigurado kagayaan ng pagsabi.
Thank you so much to our principals and to the members of the NBank. We would like to invite our friends from the media to please settle down so that we can proceed with the last part of our program. Thank you so much, everyone. And now to officially close this afternoon's handover ceremony, I would like to invite to the podium Attorney Sonia Bea L. V. Lozada, the Vice Head of the 2025 National and Local Elections PMO at the Commission on Elections. Let us all give her a round of applause, please.
So, just a bit of correction, Vice Head of the Project Control Group. I also serve as the project manager of the UNDP Electoral Assistance Projects for the COMELEC. So again, words cannot express how grateful we are for this generous gift from the government of Japan. As shown in our calendar countdown over there, we are 54 days away from the elections, or less than 2 months away. But despite everyone's busy schedules, we are grateful that you have graced us with your presence. And when I say I don't mean just the COMELEC, but also our partners from the UNDP Philippines, also from the Embassy of Japan. We have been in close coordination to make this all happen, to get to this point today. And as reiterated by the chairman in his many interviews and also as part of his transparency efforts, despite the movement of the Bangsamoro parliamentary elections to October of this year, we at the COMELEC remain committed to the peace process and ensuring that elections are delivered in a credible, safe, and peaceful manner throughout the country. So beyond this donation of the ICT equipment, we want to emphasize that the project goes beyond that. It is also about promoting transparency through the development of the electronic or the eSOSE platform to encourage candidates and parties to file their campaign finance disclosure statements online. And by doing so, the data can be analyzed better in a more responsive way, and that we can also perform research on the data moving forward. And the voter education and awareness programs in the Bangsamoro is also very much needed, as surveys have shown that awareness about the parliamentary system of government is not that yet widespread among our electorate in the Bangsamoro. So, given these efforts, we hope that we see an increase in the voter turnout, not only this May, but also in October. And with that, I would like to formally close this program. Thank you very much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
So as mentioned by Director Bea, it's 54 days before the May 12, 2025 local and national elections. With that, we would like to thank everyone for your presence this afternoon. We are inviting you all to please stay and enjoy the snacks and the refreshments that are going to be served to everyone. Again, thank you so much and magandang hapon po.